7, and I'm back to show my Hero Beat or Light Gemini. Yeah, so sorry about the glare, and I will get started. Okay, so Stratos, because Stratos can search out your necessary elemental heroes, and if not, then it can search out, or it can destroy something, destroy a spell or trap card if I have a hero on the field, so that's pretty cool. 3 elemental hero Neos Alias. This card was basically the best guy in the deck. He's the reason why this deck was made. So you could get him back with Hero Blast and use Gemini Spark with him and search him with stuff like Stratos and E-Call, and so yeah, just helps for consistency base. 2 Thunder King Ryos, and these are here to get your opponent's special summons, and he's a 19 beater, which is pretty awesome. And he's light, of course, because it's a light hero Gemini. 3 DD Warrior Lady. This card is pretty awesome. It takes care of your opponent's synchros, it takes care of any high beater that your opponent has, or stall card like Spirit Reaper. Yeah, Spirit Reaper. I have 1 super version, and I'm trying to get like some more supers of Alias and this so I can be shiny. Yep, okay, onward. Banisher of the Radiance. I run 1 of him because opponents, most decks run off of the grave. This guy can stop that in its tracks and slow your opponent down as well. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And of course, he's light. 2 Cyber Dragons. This card is used to bait out your opponent's Solemn Judgments, Solemn Warnings, Bottomlesses, just so that you don't have to worry about that with Alias. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh, and also he's a Chimera Tech food. I run 1 Effect Veiler because, you know, why not? Why wouldn't you want to like negate something that your opponent has, or just use it for synchro so you can stall off your opponent or poke at your opponent? But yeah, this guy is 0/0, so he's not going to be poking individually. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. The reason why it's a light deck, basically, is Honest. Usually you'd run more of these because you would, but the thing is that they got limited to 1, which sucks. So yeah, so we're limited to 1. Well, still going to use it because no one expects me to play an Honest when it's down to 1. And Gores, because when your opponent gets rid of everything on your side of the field, you have a backup plan. You have a bam. I've won so many games with just this guy, especially when I'm facing the other anti-meta decks. It's just like, yay! And then your opponent's like, holy crap, a big beater out of the anti-meta deck. What do I do? It's pretty funny. So, Gemini Sparks. I think you can only get these things in common. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I want to get some like rarer ones of these, which would be pretty awesome. Like some gold rare. That'd be pretty funny. But that's never going to probably come out. But yeah, these things are pretty awesome. They use it with Alias to destroy something on your opponent's side of the field and search through your, or whatever, draw a card. So it's basically a floater, and it destroys stuff, so it's pretty cool. And it's quick play, so you know, if someone plays Bottomless on your Alias, you go Gemini Spark, because you know, you're awesome like that. 3 Smashing Grounds. This gets rid of your opponent's beaters when you don't have D Warrior Lady to get rid of him, and so yeah, this guy's around to go, no, you can't bring out that, or dang it, I can't get over that high monster. Well, now I can. This card, I only run 1 because I seem to search through all my elemental hero monsters really quickly. So yeah, if I was running like more elemental hero monsters, I'd probably run more of these, but I'm not. So yeah, 1 E-Call. And Reinforcement of the Army, because it actually searches out more than E-Call does. Searches out all the elemental hero monsters. It searches out some other stuff like DD Warrior Lady, and yeah, so it's very helpful. Staple. It's a rare, which is pretty awesome. I only run them in my main decks. Book of Moon. Stops your opponent's stuff. Staple. Dark Hole, 2 MSTs, staple. Not running Giant Grenade because, again, I'm not trying to pull off some big plays. I'm just trying to keep within my means and make sure that it doesn't go beyond my means. Okay, so on to traps. 2 Hero Blasts. The only problem with these is getting them when you don't have a alias in the grave. But the only problem that I have with these things is I never get them to my hand. It's so annoying. I always want to like get back my alias. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I want to get back my alias, and then never get to draw these things, which is very saddening. So yeah, so that's my only problem with these guys. Other than that, they're pretty insane. Yeah, because you can destroy like a 1900 guy, which means that opponent brings out Debris, specials, Dandy or whatever. You can be like, goodbye, Briss, so you can't sink for anything, which is really fun. Royal Oppression, because you don't special summon except for when you synchro summon with effective ability, which you don't have to do, and then Cyber Dragon, which isn't really that horrible either, because I mean it's just a Cyber Dragon. Yeah, but Royal Oppression, bam. It's pretty awesome. 3 D Prisons, because they're amazing. And they're like $9 on Toronto or $8 on Toronto, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm holding on to these ones. Yeah, I'm trying to get more actually. Yeah, but removes from play your opponent's Stardust, removes from play a big beater that your opponent has. It just takes care of the monster. Tons of monster hate in this deck. 2 Bottomless, more monster hate. Tortal Tribute, the rare one that comes out of the Turbo Pack, and make sure your opponent doesn't swarm out, and monster hate. Mirror Force, again monster hate. 2 7 Tools. Again, I don't have Solemn Judgments, Solemn Warnings, so I'll run these instead. And then when the new comes out, maybe you guys will view this when it actually does come out, but when I get the new Sanctuary thing, Lost Sanctuary, there we go, it comes with Solemn Judgments, I will be switching out one of my Smashing Grounds for Solemn Judgment, so then I'll have 2 7 Tools and a Solemn Judgment, which will be pretty awesome. These actually come out of the Turbo Pack, so yeah, I guess that makes it cooler, maybe. Okay, so onward to the extra deck. So 2 Shinings, because they're Shinings, and yeah, basically there's stuff in the side that can help bring this out. 2 Zeros, Ab-Zeros, yep, again, gets rid of your opponent's stuff, just more monster hate actually, and stuff like that. 2 Gaias, because you need something that goes against Earths, I guess, which I'll talk about more of that later. 2 Equests, because there are some Dragon Uties at my locals. Jump Chimera, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, you pretty much know what that does. Okay, so now I have a couple synchros because I'm not running tons of fusions, I guess. So Trish, staple. Archfiend, because I usually don't really like this guy, but he's pretty awesome in this deck because he gets back life points that you lost for different stuff, like 7 Tools. You don't have to worry about playing those because Thunder or Thought Ruler always gets it back or whatever. And yeah, and also you can negate your opponent's D prisms and stuff like that. Okay, so this is the first time me showing this. This is my Korean thing, or I might have showed it in the Zombie Sworn, I don't know. But it's pretty awesome. I don't think it's like worth anything here. Maybe $5 at max. Yeah, I'll have to check up on that later. But yeah, this thing is pretty freaking ridiculous because I like that all my level 8 synchros that I actually use are all ultimates now because there's an ultimate one of these in my book or in my extra. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so trying to finish this up in 30 seconds. So Black Rose, Brio, Catastrophe. Wow, that was pretty easy. Okay, so yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe. Just do your. Oh wait, no, I still have a side deck. Okay, so this might